Hello there and welcome in our new video update. It's been a while since our last video in August, so first I have to apologize for the lack of information over the last few months. The good side of that is that this update is going to be packed full of cool new stuff. The reason why it took us so long is that we are extremely busy working on the game. We have feature log by the end of the year, which means we have to finish all the features and game mechanics by the time, and from that moment we will work only on content and polishing. There's a wall in our office full of papers representing different mechanics. It was hundreds of papers a couple of months ago, and now it's almost empty, which is a good sign. Another thing that kept us very busy is beta. We promised to release beta for our backers and we are hard at work to keep that promise. If everything goes fine, it should be out early next year, and it should include most of the core game mechanics, several quests from the main storyline, one smaller battle and a map that would cover around 1/5 of the final world map. We'll keep you updated on the progress of this one, so follow us on Twitter and Facebook if you are not already. Another big thing we are finalizing is the writing of the story. We would all prefer this to be done much sooner, but it's really a giant task, so it took us a lot of effort. Just to give you an idea about the size, 8 people are working on the script. We wrote 2,500 pages of screenplay and hundreds of pages of design. There will be around 70 quests in the game with more than 300,000 words of dialogues, and that's a lot of work, but most of it is already written and we are just working on a couple of last quests. Since the story is mostly written, we started translating the game into English and also with the production of cutscenes, and soon we will start recording voiceovers, and for that we need actors. So we are dealing with different agents and sitting on castings, and so far we have met with more than 50 actors. Trust me, it's choosing the right ones, the right Henry, and deciding the tone of language and the right accents is not an easy task. I'm pretty confused with it right now, and I hope it will end up well in the end. If you're a backer, you probably noticed that we have released a new alpha version a couple of weeks ago. We did a live stream just about the alpha with Toby and Martin, so give it a look if you are interested. But it's probably worth mentioning about its 2 main new features, which is our crime system and our adaptive music system. But I will leave talking about those features to much more competent people, our lead designer Victor and our music programmer Adam Sporka.
The most important feature of the new alpha gameplay-wise is our crime system. It actually means that you can use the open world to your advantage. You can go anywhere you want, you can steal anything, you can kill anyone. That's going to be a pretty important part of the final game, that you can finish quests any way you want, even the evil way. Then you have to face the consequences. If anyone spots your crime, they will report you to the authorities and they will hunt you. Also, your reputation is becoming more and more important, and some quests may not even be available if you are a known criminal. And if you want to play further, you have to raise your reputation first. Or kill everyone and get your quest reward that way. However, I'd like to point out that it's really the first version of the system and we will improve it over time. If you really go wild, you can break the game. But to be honest, it's quite fun.
Who? What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! Guard, quick! There's a corpse there! Murder! Oh my god, murder! There!
We're happy to introduce our own adaptive music, which responds to the actions of the player in the game. It's driven by our own in-house developed music engine. We have 2 kinds of music. We have exploration music and we have action music. Our exploration music has a unique structure of compositions which enables linking 2 pieces of music within 15 seconds whenever the player enters a different location or situation. So, for example, this is how it sounds when you arrive from a field to a village. The music makes the transition shortly after. It sounds as if it was composed that way, but in fact there were 2 different compositions. A different structure is used for the action music, where the transitions need to be much faster. Overall, we are going to have 4 hours of symphonic music, and the music for the cutscenes is going to be recorded by a live orchestra here in Prague, in Rudolfinum.
So what else is new? A lot. You may have noticed that the game has a new logo, but that's just the one thing that our concept art team is cooking. These guys are extremely talented and basically everything that you can see in the game is first painted by them. But lately they started to play with the visual identity of the game, posters, artworks and also new website. We have tons of beautiful art and I can't wait for the moment we will be able to show it to you. You may also notice that our alpha looks somehow better, and that's thanks to the global illumination technology on which we are closely working together with Crytek. It's a lighting system that basically simulates real-time light reflections on surfaces, so the game is more photorealistic. It's especially visible at poor lit areas like forests or during bad weather when there is no direct sunlight, and it looks awesome. And when we speak about weather, that's another thing that our lead artist Kubaholic worked on, and it looks also awesome. Just have a look at the first version. Our character artists were also busy at work. So far we have been scanning all the characters for the alpha with our own do-it-yourself cheap equipment. But now we have developed our own proprietary 3D scanner, and for the final game we will scan the actors in the same quality you can see in this test scan. I think it's unbelievable. Our combat programmers, animators, stuntmen and Victor were working hard on the new weapons and moves for our combat system. Currently we have short sword and shield, which is going to be in beta. We are working on the unarmed combat, and despite what I said before, it seems we will have pole arms as well, which was the most common weapon in the medieval period, so it's great. They also started with horse combat, stealth movements, stealth kills, among other stuff, and a lot of other things that I will not speak about yet. And last but not least, we have started working on the dog. We have chosen a breed that is extinct today, but which was pretty common in the period. It's a Land dog. It was a breed with a lot of variety, from hunting to war and herding. And there is a little similarity with my own dog, so that's why I chose it. So that would be it for today, and I hope that next time we will see each other much sooner. I would like to thank everyone for awesome support we are getting. Not so long ago we have passed 2.5 million benchmark in our crowdfunding. We now have more than 50,000 backers, and we would not be able to continue without so much support from you. If you haven't tried the game yet, you can still back us on our website kingdomcomrpg.com and get immediate access to alpha right now, or to beta early next year. You can also buy some swag like this t-shirt, our brand beer, or this cool Warhorse baseball caps. And if you don't follow us yet, follow us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube to get the latest update. That's it. Thanks you very much and bye. Jsem hlavní hrdina a zároveň maskér tohoto velkého filmu. Tak znova, sedni si. Sedni si. Tak ještě jedno. Seď, neboj se. Seď Jeníku. A koukej se, co tam je. Tak počkat. Tak. Seď. Okay. Tak. Seď. A jedem.